Welcome back, guys, to another exciting episode of Roughneck RC. And today it's a very cold day here in Connecticut, and I don't like the cold, so we're not running anything. But we have this box to unbox for you, and with the modified motor, I was quite happy with what Alden did. It definitely performed very well, but it's still not giving me what I want out of that RC. So I have decided, instead of buying more RCs at the current moment, to concentrate my effort on making, the Raminator the way I want it, the way I want it to perform, the way, and whatever that takes. And until I get that truck situated to the way I like it, then I am not going to be purchasing any more RC kits until I get that where I like it. Which brings me to what's in this box. Now, I am not willing to spend $3,000 on an 80cc engine. I am not. Not a lot of people are. There are people that do it, and there are people that have a lot more funds available to them than I do. Like I said, I am actually classified as the working poor in this state. So, and RCs are, as you all may know, very expensive. And the Raminator is top dog when it comes to the cost of what RCs can be. And with the market kind of cornered in their favor, nothing wrong with that. Primal has a product they know everyone loves, and they're controlling all the upgrades and everything else. Nothing wrong with that. I was forced to, first build the modified motor, which we did, which actually my buddy Alden did, and you see the build over at his channel. And we are working on having a select few. We're not doing it in bulk. We're only going to have a few of them available for purchase. For those of you who are interested in a modified 49cc engine. Now, for me, it's time, after running that a few times and some careful consideration, it brought me to this. Like I said, there's other ways of going about making this a very powerful truck, other than spending $3,000, which for me is ridiculous. So what's in this box? I have a knife somewhere. I don't know where. Knife. I had scissors down here too, but I don't know what I did with those neither. So like I've been saying, I'm gonna concentrate on the models I have, and I'm gonna make them the best I can. And yeah, I'm using a screwdriver to open up this. They put a lot of tape. I don't blame them. This was kind of expensive. And you guys might find this video boring, but I tried to give you some insight on what's going on here. This is definitely not going to be happening overnight. This is definitely a future project, because I still got to do about 5 more tanks, between 5 and 6 more tanks of fuel through my current setup, just for testing purposes, to make sure that what we have, what my buddy built me, the modified 49cc, stands the test of time. So I'll be running that motor and that setup for a little while. But this is what's coming down the pike. So we got some fuel tubing, some linkages, a couple gaskets. Oh yeah, for this motor. Let's get that out of the way. So what we got here is a Rovin 71cc engine. This was $579 off of their site. Now this is just so you guys can see. That's sicker. $71 cc's. So no, it's not an 80, but it's 71 cc's for a fraction of the cost of that 80. So first of all, that does not mean that it's going to perform like the 80. That does not mean that comparing the two, there is no way I can do that. I am not spending that kind of money on the engine. I don't mind spending what I just spent. That is probably my top tier as far as what I'm willing to spend on a motor. With that being said, this is the future of the Raminator. Also, the future for this motor is for it to get over to my buddy Alden's shop, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to hopefully rip this thing down, go through it with a fine-tooth comb, port it if it needs to be ported, hopefully make it into, we'll shave the head down, increase the compression. Definitely want to be running the 110 octane through the 71. That's something, I have a ton of high octane fuel right now. That's something I want to be able to do. But this gives me the bigger displacement, and this motor is also known for a lot more bottom end torque. So you're not gonna, I probably won't get the huge top speeds with it, but the torque is what I'm lacking. Like literally, like we went through and pulled and tried all the gear sets, and we didn't do it on camera. I didn't see a need for it, but we were trying all the gear sets inside that thing, and none of it quite did it. Now granted, the improvements to that 49cc are great, and vast improvement over the stock 49cc by far. That thing came, you saw the video, that thing's alive and well, and is a great little animal, but I want more. And like I said, I'm choosing, this is my personal choice, I'm choosing to concentrate on the models I have purchased and making them to the point where I am absolutely happy with them myself. Everyone has their own set of standards for how they want their truck, and so I want this thing needs to be where I feel that I like it, without spending obscene amount of money. But I'll give you a closer look. That's the bottom. Definitely want to probably change the clutch out to something different. She's pretty. I can definitely notice that the carburetor is a lot better. It's something that you see on this. But I also think, and I don't know for sure, because I would have to measure and I have to have one apart, but this looks a lot smaller. Matter of fact, let me grab another 49cc, because yes, I have more than one 49cc engine floating around here. That's for the Raminator, and obviously the reason for that is because this is just going to be a one-off for me. But if you guys demand it, and we might do it, but remind you that all that machine work that gets done to my motors for my friend Alden comes with a hefty price. And I'm not going to begin to tell you what a 71 done up is going to cost. So let me grab the 49. This in this bubble wrap. And in this plastic is a 49cc. It's open. It's going through. I'm going to save this because I want to put it back into that. Alright. So, Roven 71cc and Primo's 49cc, which Primo is just a generic Chinese engine anyhow, and I believe they're all basically made in China. This 49cc that you get off of Primo's website, you can also find on Amazon. So, okay, so right off the bat here, the clutch assembly is a 3-shoe. This one's only a 2-shoe. And as you can see, the 3-shoe clutch assembly on this is a whole lot bigger than this 2-shoe. It makes me wonder. Yes, it does. And that you can see right off the top. Alright, let's flip the baby around. That is the carburetor. Little baby carburetor. This is the carburetor on that. So this carburetor is a lot bigger than this carburetor. And it's a lot different from the looks of it. Boy, oh boy, what I've got myself into. I might just have to put the 71 in something else. I don't know. Well, at least I bought it. I mean, if you guys are paying attention to what's happening in the RC world, with everything that's going on in the world, the prices of our toys, and yes, I say toys, they're expensive toys, but they're still toys, are starting to increase. So the reason I didn't wait on this 71cc and I bought it right out the gate was the fact that prices are increasing across the board by every manufacturer for every little thing. So, and depending on what it is, depends how big of a price jump that seems to be happening here. So the carburetors, this one's definitely bigger. Definitely a little bit different setup. This should be kind of interesting, but this worries me. It's not the same bolt pattern. So I'm not even sure if this is gonna work. I don't have the truck down here, and I don't know. We will make it work. We will make it legal. Yeah. Pretty motor. I might have just spent $500 and some for something that I can't even put in the Raminator. I don't know. We will see. We will see. We have technology, and like I said, this 71 is definitely different. Alright, so we're going to flip over to the head side here. This being a rounder head, blah blah blah, this being a square head. As you can see right there. So, matter of fact, if I was to set them both up, spark plug, the shroud, we'll probably get, I'll take this shroud completely off. No need in having it. We'll have to redo the kill switch. There's something that has to be done with that. This is a much more complicated switch out, if it can even be done. And if it can't, no worries, I'll just buy a RC from Rogan's, and down the line, probably the end of the year, when income tax money comes back in, and I'll stick it in one of their cars. But that be it. So this has 3 in the front, 2 in the back. This has 2 in the back, 1 in the front. For mounting. There's your mounting holes right there. I don't know if you can see it. One here, one here, and one here. And this is the mounting holes on the 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah, quite a bit more compression in this. Definitely a lot more compression, but you would have because it's a bigger displacement motor. I have no idea how we're going to get this to fit in the Raminator. I have no idea on the things that it needs to have done to it. Definitely got to increase. I mean, it's high compression, but I want to increase the compression. Definitely want it ported. Definitely, I don't know. I leave it up to Alden, and you can see Alden's stuff on Alden Cost YouTube. He is definitely my motor go-to guy. And I'm just gonna hope he can do work some magic with this thing, and we can slam this into the Raminator, you know, and see what happens. If not, oh well, you know, easy come, easy go. You can't take it with you. That's what they tell me. But for me, it was a sizable purchase. It was the cost of another RC, and that's why I said I'm just concentrating right now on getting the Raminator to the point where I'm 100% happy with it. Now, that being said, it's been improved. I love the motor, that the 49cc, I guess we'll call it the 49cc modified hypo engine that we did. And it runs great every time. Without a doubt, it has definitely more torque and stuff. But part of the hobby is to make it the way you like it. And I am very happy with the leaps and bounds we have accomplished with what we did. But now, because I saw this 71 cc's for the price I saw it, it got my head turning. I'm like, well, what would it be like if I put that in the Raminator? Now I'm sure you guys seen 80cc videos, people putting 80cc videos. So the problem with their 80cc's and where they're getting the motor from and everything, it's super high cost. I'm trying to do this on a budget friendly thing. $3,000 for a motor for an RC is not budget friendly by any means. $3,000 for an RC is not budget friendly. And the only reason I was able to afford that was that I was working a whole lot of overtime at the time. Otherwise, I would have never even gotten one. And I would have drooled over it and wanted it, but I would never have pulled the trigger on that because it just was too much for my income level. But I'm a regular guy working stiff. I have bills and everything else to pay. So, hence why I chose now, like I said, instead of buying another RC, buy a motor. Because I saw this, and I was like, that would be interesting. So, that's a future peek at what's coming. Once again, you guys, get out there, play hard, play dirty, and enjoy your hobby. Enjoy your time you're here. Stay healthy. I'm Michael Payne, signing off for Roughneck RC.